Hi everyone, welcome to tonight's session of Curse of Strahd. Before we begin tonight's game, a couple of quick announcements. Tommy Taco is not here
anymore.
That's his name. I don't do
Lortomas.
well with change. I just dead named Tommy. Yeah, he's not here, and he is not going to be here for a while because he's fucking working, son of a bitch. So he's out for a while. But on the bright side, Ginji's sticking around until Ginji can't stick around.
Woo!
So that's because Ginji's my favorite.
This
so
is an
regardless
upgrade.
on whether Tommy's here or not, Ginji's fucking staying. I don't give a shit. So so yeah, for the rest of the campaign, we'll at least have 4 players, if not 5, which is cool. Apart from that, there's socials, Discord, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram. And I think that's it. TikTok is the other one. I was gonna say Facebook, but we don't have Facebook. So you should follow those on
Patreon.
all of the Patreon. That's it. Thank you, Becca. Thanks to the patrons. You fucking rule.
We're getting demonetized already. You're swearing over.
You can't swear within the first 5 minutes.
Fuck, my bad. Shit, sorry, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add like these.
They didn't work.
It
At
didn't
least
work on your
our
end.
They didn't.
Okay.
I straight up saw a video the other day where the first 30 seconds he just does a 30-second rant on, well, you know, it turns out if you curse or show gore on YouTube in the first 30 seconds, and then just lets loose after 30 seconds.
Yeah, the next session we'll roll a d4 and one of us will have to show a nip, and then that'll get us demonetized as well. Okay, I think that's it for the announcements, right? I don't think there's anything else. Yep, that's it. Now who knows when the rhyme Q&A will be? It'll be sometime. We don't know.
Next year. We'll do an anniversary Q&A.
Yeah, this is the anniversary of the last game. Yeah, that's like it, right? That's all we have. So, Ginji, you did the recap last time.
I did.
So, I want you to think of a number between 1 and 4, and then select a person.
All right. Baka. Pick a number.
4.
No. Grizz, pick a number.
2.
No. Meyore, pick a number.
Damn, I was gonna say 2. 1.
No. It was 3 equal. Sorry.
Yeah, look at that. Should I introduce everyone, by the way? Everyone just go around real quick and introduce yourselves, because I don't ever do that.
Hello. I'm Meyore.
Howdy.
Hey,
So
I'm
previously on Curse of
Grizlocke.
Strahd.
you can find me here and on my channel that I'm changing at some point. So
Oh, midlife crisis channel change. Let's
Yeah.
go.
So previously on Curse of Strahd. You guys failed Death House. There's no easy way to say it. You failed it. And in fleeing from the house, Tia was the last one standing, closely and luckily followed by Irina, who was knocked unconscious by its last attempts at consuming those inside of it. But as she fell outwards, and Tia stabilized her and called for help from a passerby, one showed up. Although not the one that you were thinking of, you were greeted to the suave, debonair, and authoritative visage of one Count Strahd von Zarovich, who made a deal with you to revive the 4 of your friends, as the cult in Death House was worshipping him, and so he had some sway over the happenings inside. In exchange for you handing over Irina free of charge, right then and there, which you took, and then he left, inviting you all to dinner as a celebration of him achieving his goal, what he wanted this whole time. When he did so, you saw the 4 of your allies get shot across the village of Barovia, and you had to go and rescue them and pick them up. And as you went to go and find Draugden, who was the last of your compatriots, he also fucked off into the woods, and you had to follow him down for the better part of a few hours at least. Before you eventually caught up with him, and as your team was reunited, whole except for Arena, Alarin had the bright idea, despite everyone being on 1 HP, to wash the bird. And in doing so, it petrified Tia before she could say anything about anything that happened. So you guys camped out for the night and then returned to the village. And while you were there, you encountered the same old lady who you do not know the name of, who was selling pies to the residents. And you confronted her about a scene that you saw the previous day of her taking a child from a couple of adults. And when you did so, she denied it. When Drowden fucking tried to beat the shit out of her in the middle of the street. At which point she called for aid from the residents of Barovia, which they came to and chased you out of the village. And as a little retcon for the last episode, I said that a bunch of villagers died because of Draughton's shit. I was wrong in that, because what his damaging spell was the spike growth. They wouldn't have climbed over the spike growth. I thought it was the necrotic ground thing.
Yeah. That's why I was like, man, these are some dedicated villagers. They really.
No, it was... So they're all alive, which makes it a little better. Yeah. So that's fine. But regardless, that's pretty much where we jump in. You guys are ahead by a fair amount, and you see that the mob, pitchforks and torches, is assembling at the far edge of town. You are unsure of whether they are going to form a hunting party or not, and I assume you're just running.
Keep running, Garfantis.
So, Malin has Tia, Gar has Alarin, and Drowden.
Gar has Tia and Alarin.
Shit, Gar has both. What's your speed, Gar? Is it 30 feet still?
Yeah.
So, Drowden's ahead, and then Gar... I really should penalize your speed, but I'm not going to today. Gar and
creature?
Malin are... Yeah, but you're holding two creatures, tech. Oh, I guess she's an object
One's
right
a
now.
small creature. Yeah, she's an object. It doesn't have any feelings.
This fucking rules is written shit that I don't like. So, you're running. Where are you running to?
We should go talk to the madam. See if she can help us figure out what the hell happened to Irina.
I'm gonna steer that direction, I guess, as good as I can.
Also,
I was on the back of the car, so I kind of have an idea of where to go, but not perfect, obviously.
Yeah, thankfully, Malin knows where to go.
Oh,
Because he was riding on Red Keep when you guys came into town.
R.I.P.
Red Keep's dead. So, yes. So he roughly knows where to go, and it's not too difficult for you guys to really follow the path. Which is, where the fuck is my map? Which is what you guys are doing. Essentially, you're coming from the village, which is right here, and going all the way down to the encampment, which is right here. And so you do so, crossing over the starkly clear waters of the Ivlis River, through small bends of forest and open clearing, until you get to the crossroads right here. You know the way, but curiously enough, you come face to face with that hanging post again. The one that Alarin took a sight to the previous time that he saw it. Everyone apart from Tia, so Tia, you can roll for Malin. Go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw for me. So again, just roll a d20 and I'll tell you what to add.
Oh, sweet. I have proficiency in those.
That is a 14.
So total of 15 for Malin.
15.
Mine's a dirty 20.
15.
Okay. The nooses that are there are empty. Although they do sway and twist ever so slightly in the wind, getting this faint, like, creaking and stretching sound of rope. But no bodies. Thankfully, there's a small graveyard beyond, but no bodies hanging. Which is nice for you, at least, Alarin.
Yeah, it's literally just be like, oh, at least I'm not hanging there this time. But the ropes do kind of sound taut, so that's strange, but let's keep going.
Okay, so you continue onwards. Yeah, it doesn't take you too long before you come back to the familiar site of this airpool encampment. Daytime and nighttime are difficult to glean in Barovia, so it's uncertain just how long you guys have been out for, just how long Tia has been stone for. Which means it's also difficult to gauge what time you're coming in. But regardless, you come into a warm, crackling campfire and lively music. Yeah, that's what you see. It's a familiar sight to all, and it's comforting. You know, it's a place of real, genuine joy and happiness in a bleak, depressing land. What do you want to do?
Guess, Garfantis, let's see if Madame Eva is in her tent.
We don't want to say hey to anybody else before we just wander over to where their madam is.
Kind enough. Do they like see us like come into? Or are we like kind of like right on the edge of their camp? Or
At this point, you're like coming up to it. But as you get closer, I'll say, because you are approaching it, you do get a number of faces turn around. In particular, Dragden, you get like middle-aged, maybe 50s woman who turns around and says, "Dead guy, you are still wearing my veil. Come, celebrate with us." And she like runs up and grabs you by the hand and starts dragging you over to the fire.
No. We are being chased.
Yeah, you get a couple more people turn at the idea of you guys being chased. You see one of the like burlier looking men, kind of stronger build and got like good stature and height, turn around to you all. It's the same guy who was telling a story towards the general group previously, and he says, "You're being chased, and that would be by who?"
The village of Barovia.
What did you do?
there was a misunderstanding. We believe that we tried to attack a child abductor, but they didn't believe us. And now they want to kill us, I think. Especially these two more monstrous-looking fellows. No offense, Carpentis.
A child kidnapper. Who is this?
Prize lady.
One of you two make a persuasion check for me with advantage.
I have a plus
Turn
0.
to stone.
I have a -1.
Okay, I'll roll. Let's see how this goes.
We lost our bard. We have no
Hey,
charisma now.
15.
By the way.
Nice.
I rolled a 15.
Yeah, he kind of like thinks for a moment. I always thought there was something wrong with her. Come on in, we'll protect you.
Oh,
Thank you.
He kind of takes you guys into the encampment and kind of beckons over to a couple of the people down at the base, the south side of the camp, who just sort of go off and start walking down the road to essentially form a lookout party both ways. He goes on to say, so how long have you been chased for? Is it a recent occurrence, or is it, been happening for a while?
We just ran straight here, so not too long.
And did they keep up with you?
Oh, I guess, like, from my remembering, Garfantis kind of like picked up Alarin and ran, so I think I would be looking over his shoulder because I was also shooting the missiles at them. So yeah, I would see if they followed us, right?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Oh, nice. So that would be a... Oh my god, I always lose track where this is at. Oh. Jeez. Okay, dirty 20.
It would appear that their intention was to chase you out of the village. They did not care where you went, necessarily. So they stopped a little bit before the River Ivlis.
Okay.
They chased us about as far as the river, and then kind of gave up.
Great, so you can drink. And he sort of pushes you guys over to the campfire again. And thrusts you into pre-existing conversations between people that they are just having out in the open, not caring him or them if you come in or don't listen at all. They're just happy to have company. Yeah, you guys are going to be allowed to stay here for a while and are treated like guests. While you are here, what does everyone want to do?
First, I take the veil, right?
Okay.
This did not work. And I hold it in my hand. I assume that woman's nearby.
Yep.
And I throw it in the fire.
Chris is out to make enemies in this game. I don't know, man.
What dice shall I use for this? Okay. This is going to be an insight check to see if you know better or not. You're hoping for... Oh boy, this is hard. You're looking for a DC of 11. I'm going to do it with disadvantage. You lucky son of a bitch. Ah, fuck. Oh. So she doesn't attack you. Instead, she just looks particularly hurt. You see tears start to well up in her eyes as she clutches her heart and just looks down and turns away and goes back into the back of one of the carriages for a moment.
It did not work.
As she starts to turn, Alarin's gonna conjure the veil. I know it glows magical, but he'll walk over.
Excuse my friend. This won't last very long, but maybe you can try to make another one from it while it lasts.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh god. Yeah, that's a dirty one.
If you had rolled better but still failed, I would have allowed her to be a little comforting towards you, recognizing the attempt that's been made here. Instead, you prevent a better looking, shinier, cleaner, glowier version of the veil that she so dearly cares about. And then tell her that it's going to disapparate in a short amount of time, and it just seems to insult her more. As she puts her head in her hands, and you hear her bawling as she walks away to the edge of the camp.
We should just leave now.
Well,
Truly the monsters of Barovia.
you win some, you lose some.
Can we be the
Lose all
Monster
of them.
Mash? That's our party name. We're the Monster Mash.
Okay, that's what you want to be called.
I don't fucking know.
Make it work in game.
As Drogden says that, Alarin's just gonna take a big old swig of whatever booze they got.
Yeah, it tastes great.
The
Great
smoke
booze.
must have gotten in her eyes.
Oh, I do have one thing before we check with Madame Eva. Alarin will go to whoever's currently seems to be tending the fire, and he's gonna ask whoever that is. Hello. I was wondering, is all of the charcoal you have in this fire right now, or do you bury it somewhere, or do you have any extra from a previous fire?
Yeah, you walk up to the person tending the fire, and it is a young boy, maybe no older than 9, who's just kind of poking at it with a metal rod. Turns back up to you. I don't know. I think it's here. Get some.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So, Garfantis, come here.
What?
Do we think we have enough room in our bags for?
Dear God, how much is 10 gold worth of charcoal?
Oh my god.
That's got to be a lot of charcoal, right? I'll say,
Like a sack worth, maybe?
yeah, it's going. Let's be reasonable here. I was like that much of charcoal, probably.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, if it's based on like worth, that's like a ton.
Do you think we have enough room for maybe one of our sacks to take some of this? I need it for something I want to try. Okay, here, and
I don't know how much you filled your bag.
here, let me dump some of my stuff in one here.
Just throw it in the fire.
What are you dumping, Alarin?
Oh wait, first, oh shit. He would dump. Oh, he would just give Garfantis all his rations and half his torches. Maybe keep one.
Okay, sure. Anything else that you're dumping on the ground?
I think everything else is pretty small, honestly.
I mean, if
Seems
your
like they're
carrying
taking-
capacity is not burdened, you could just put it in without dumping stuff.
Oh, well, I didn't know. I guess I went. Oh god, wait. How much would this bag of charcoal weigh?
Fuck. This bag of charcoal would weigh 12 pounds.
Okay, and
Does that sound about right? Probably not. It's probably way less than that. 12 pounds it is.
and then I'm trying to remember your carrying capacity is what times your strength?
I don't really mess with carrying capacity too much, so I can't tell you for sure.
Oh, strength times 15. Okay, so 150. Oh yeah, I got.
Never mind, Garfantis. I think I can carry it just fine.
You sure you don't want to throw away stuff for no reason?
Oh well, you know me. Sometimes I'm a little impulsive.
I know.
He's gonna run over the river really quick, dump the bag that he's gonna use in the water, and get it all nice and wet, and then bring it back, and then he's just gonna scoop a big old bag full of charcoal in his wet bag.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll a save because it's in the fire. So you're just going in the fire, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
It's a wet bag. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, if I put my hands, like if I wrap the bag a little bit around my hands and just scoop it, you know.
Oh,
You know
I
how,
see
like,
what you're saying. Like you're using it like an oven mitt. Like you're like making a way
Yeah,
and you're
kinda.
picking it up. Like put
Like,
it over
I'm
your
just-
hand. You pick up a piece. You
Peeling
know.
it. Well, no, more like peeling it open a little bit.
I
and
tried
just
to make it
having,
make sense, Meyore.
Them under the lips.
Roll a dex save.
Nice. All right, that would be. Oh my god, a dirty 20. What the fuck? And then
Okay.
it's gonna work for this shit, and then I'd try to roll my spell attacks and get ones.
You take 4 points of fire damage. As you're like, shit. You are burned a little bit because I don't know if it's just me, but I cannot feasibly think of a way for you to do this without exposing some of your skin into the
If
fire.
you're fast, it won't burn you.
But
That's
like
how you play with
even
fire.
at close range, like fire stinks. So and just take. It's fine. Just take the 4.
Oh,
And then yeah, you have what you need. I will say.
Perfect. Awesome.
You turn around, and the little boy's looking up at you guys. That was awesome.
I know, I am quite wonderful. Just try it enough, and you can do it too, I think.
Okay.
Only kids do that.
You watch as he starts looking around
nice.
for some fabric.
We should probably see the madam, unless anyone has anything else they'd like to do.
What do we have to speak of with her?
Well, I was wondering what happened to Irina. We found all of us, but she's nowhere to be found.
Oh,
And we were kind of tasked with protecting her.
perhaps she can speed up the process of our friend returning.
Oh, what do you mean?
Dear.
Oh. Yeah, I guess we could ask her about that too. I mean, it was only supposed to be about 24 hours, I think.
Yeah, I guess Lauren will start walking over there.
Okay.
I'll join.
Is anyone not going? Well, I guess Gary, you're not going in.
I'm going.
Okay. Everyone walks over to Madame Eva's tent. Do I have a picture of Madame Eva that I just haven't been showing you guys? There's a question that I should have asked. I don't even. Where are all my shit that's in this tent?
Where are my shit? I
Where
think we use a
are
picture of her
my
for a
sh-
thumbnail.
Hold on, let me.
Uh,
Images.
No. Handout starts with Madame Mary. Nope. There's no handout for Madame Eva.
There might just be art for her somewhere.
What are they doing?
Well, I can throw you guys. I can't actually. I would have to. Can I just drop it? Oh wait, actually, I think I can. You guys go. that's the only image I have of her. It's like Hero
I
Forge.
don't see it.
Oh, it didn't work. All right, never mind.
No.
You know what
On
I'll
Discord?
do?
You should be able to show art from the...
I'll do this. Boom. There's Madame Eva.
There she is. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey.
They have art of her and they don't have it on a handout. What are they doing? So you come up to the outside of the tent, and you guys hear there is talking from within. She's currently conversing with a person in there. Do you want to leave them to their conversation, or do you want to eavesdrop?
Lauren is just gonna mage hand send the hand through the tent and make it wave.
Okay. So the conversation is not heard from within. The hand goes in, and nothing happens for a few minutes while things are finished up.
Oh, I would barge in. If the hand didn't get the attention, I'm just pushing through.
Okay. So you barge in, Justin.
Yeah. Hello.
How much would you hear upon entry? Make a perception check for me.
What do my undead ears hear? That is a 18.
18. Yeah, so what you hear as you get closer to the tent, begin opening the curtains, and then walk in, is you hear a male say first. And you don't catch the first half of the sentence, you just catch, like, the last little bit. Hunter said they were looking for him. And then she replies and says, "This is a part of his journey. He needs..." And then it cuts off as you enter.
Hello. We
As
are
you
here
say,
now.
you see Ava standing over the table, hands down, and there is a spread of cards out on the table, as well as a man in his late 30s, of like curly brown hair, decent build, and a sword at his side, talking to her. Vistani still, as they both turn to look at you. She says, "May I help you?"
I don't know, can you? We have a friend who has turned to stone. We look to unstone her.
I believe your friend said that the transformation would only last for 24 hours.
You can come in now.
Oh, I guess we should.
You kind of at the sound of that, you kind of see her go and look up to the guy, and he says, "It's all right, we can be done here." And he turns and walks out and sort of holds open the tent on his way out.
Also, the mage hand is now moving towards Drogda's shoulder.
Oh,
He
no.
doesn't do anything. It's just gonna stand on him with like the two legs and try to cross the fingers like its arms are crossed. Just hanging out.
Okay, so as you guys enter the tent, the other guy leaves, and Madame Eva kind of swiftly and deftly puts her whole arm across the table, picking up all the cards. She sort of points at Tia on Gar's shoulder and just beckons for her to be sat down on the table where the cards were. And she kind of sits back in this nice padded chair and pulls out the deck and starts shuffling it. We are going to take an early break there. And when we return, we will get into what will happen next, what she will say about this whole situation with Arena. So, we'll be back here in 5 minutes. Bye. We jump back in Madame Eva's tent. Tia's cold stone form is placed down gently, I assume, on the table. Where will she do her readings now?
On Tia.
On top of Tia?
Yeah.
Here's the card.
What remains?
Here.
Yeah, really.
This is the size of an average tarot card right there. You can fit one on a cat's forehead, I think.
It's got the rest of the body, so.
The Tia was standing.
Just
Regardless.
have the rapier be a card kebab.
Oh yeah, just her form is placed down. Dragon, what were you saying?
We've also come to seek advice about our friend. I kind of look to Ilarin, and I say Irina, but I'm looking for Ilarin to continue.
Oh, yes. You see, I believe to a degree we all died, and when we came to, Irina, this person we had agreed to help, that you had also advised us to help, was gone, and we have no idea where she's been or what happened to her.
I see. So, you could very well ask your new acquaintance here, for she does know the answer.
Oh,
I do not know if it is my place to tell.
oh, why is that?
She doesn't know.
Oh, it's not that. I do not want the opinion of her to shift when she cannot explain herself.
Oh, what? Why would our opinion change of her?
Please specify for me, when did she get turned to stone?
Yesterday, yeah, it's kind of hard to tell when there's all this fog about and blocked sun.
This is true. I would wager if you were to wait, I anticipate within the next few hours. No, is it not? That is how the bird's poison works. It is only a 24-hour thing. Yes.
Well, yes, that is correct. Well, I also though she could be in danger. The sooner we know, the better. Yes.
Oh, she is quite in danger, but this is not a task you can do without your friends anyway, so...
Well, then we could go chase her and just carry Tia. Right, Garfantis?
Is this what you want to do? This is what you choose to decide, to just chase with your stone friend and hope for the best?
Oh, well, I assume by the time we find her, hopefully she would have reanimated.
And you are all in agreement?
I need a timeout. Hold on. What? I've just forgot what the series of events. Do we even know that Strahd has Irina?
No, you don't.
Okay.
You just know that Alarin's saying, let's just fucking go right
But
now.
also that Madame Eva did chase. She's definitely in danger.
If she is in danger, then we should go.
I see.
You watch as she kind of focuses for a second and stares down. And 5 seconds go by. And 10 seconds go by. And 15 seconds go by, and she's not really reacting to anything.
Lauren will whisper to Garfantis, I think it's part of her process.
I think she went to sleep.
As you start talking, she kind of holds up a frail, very old finger.
There it is. Your carriage awaits. Should you decide that this is the direction you want to go and it will lead you to Arena, climb in.
Where does it go?
Make a persuasion check.
I said, where does it go? That's a 3.
A 3?
Yeah.
Some things are better left not said, for they may deter you from your destination.
Is this one of those?
Yes.
Oh.
What, are there any other paths, or is this the only one that leads to Irina?
Oh, this is the only one.
Oh, okay. Do you know where this carriage is?
Yes, it's right outside.
And she kind of moves her hand, and you see the tent curtains behind you just open.
Well, thank
We
you.
sleep
madam.
on the cart. I'm very tired.
Oh yeah, my hands hurt a little.
Perhaps an 8-hour. Perhaps.
Can we stay here the night and then get on the carriage in the...
Looking out, does the carriage have horses? Like, what's this?
Are you going outside?
I just peeked my head out.
So you have to kind of move to the back of the tent, and it's a big tent, and you kind of peek your head outside. You look outwards, and you kind of see. Make a perception check for me.
Oh no. Okay, that's not as bad. 18.
Okay. You see two things. The first of which is that out right about here, making itself plain and in view, is a carriage of like black wood, very well crafted, even faint filigree on the woodworking itself, large wheels, and being pulled by it are 2 black horses, jet black.
Is there a person sitting on the bench, to steer, control the horses?
There is not.
No driver.
And
Okay.
the carriage is not open either. The other thing that you see is a young boy of about 9 or so with a burlap sack on his hand reaching into a very large open flame when no one is looking.
Just give him a
Would you
little.
continue to watch?
I just. Does he burn himself?
You watch as he puts his whole arm in the fire, and it is quickly followed by a scream of pain before the guy that was in the tent previously runs over and essentially starts scolding him, asking him what he thought he was doing. You hear some muttering between the 2 of them, and then you watch as the little boy points towards the tent that you guys are in. The older man turns his eyes and he looks directly at you as your head is pointing out of the tent.
All right, gang. I think we should go.
I get kicked out from everywhere that you go to.
Well, thank you again, madam. Hopefully we'll see you again with Irina.
I truly hope so.
Yeah, he'll walk out of there.
Okay, you guys walk out of there. You see that the carriage itself has a wide berth of space from any onlookers, but they are onlooking. There are mutters of... what's everyone's passive perception?
11.
14.
I think mine's 13 as well. I will check it. Passive. 13, yeah.
It's a dragon. You pick up the words from one of the closer conversations. Someone says, "Sent by the devil himself." And as you guys approach, you watch as the side door just swings open gently, revealing this custom-lined red velvet interior. Looks very nice.
Do the people kind of look afraid of this thing? Like, the people getting anywhere near it or standing from afar?
Yeah, there are a number of emotions that are running here. There is some fear from the Vistani, but it's mostly... What do you know of the Vistani is the question. Make a history check.
13?
The Vistani are allowed to leave Barovia whenever they choose and enter whenever they choose, which means that they do have some like mutual... Strahd respects them somewhat. So the general consensus is that everyone's wondering why it would be here for them, and then people start to realize, oh, you're in the camp. Yeah, so it's mostly just like there's a little bit of confusion and then realization. The fear is quickly subsided by anxiety about you.
I have 2 ideas if we want rest. One, we tie the horses so they can't pull the cart away, and then we can rest. Or 2, we kill the horses, and then I can steer the cart. I don't know where we're going, though. That's a bad idea. I can talk to the horses first.
Oh, while you talk to them, I'll try to see if there's any malevolent magic in the carriage.
Then I guess you would go stand next to it and start casting detect magic ritually.
Yeah, you spend the 10 minutes.
While he's doing that, I'll ritually cast Speak with Animals then.
Yeah, sure. So it's just now Gar and Malin just sort of waiting for a good 10 minutes while you 2 cast your magic. The crowd just keeps looking onwards, keeping a distance, but looking. your rituals conclude. Alarin. The carriage itself does not have any magic in it. The door may be faintly magical to open for specific people. Hence why it wasn't opening for, the general populace, but you don't sense any, latent magic in it.
Well, it seems normal for the most part. Other than a trick to open the doors.
Nay, motherfucker, nay. I start to talk to the horses.
Is motherfucker in the horse language?
No. Well, I mean, that's a natural horse word, I'm sure. But I say, who is your master?
Ooh, good question. You can roll animal handling or persuasion to see if you can get answers out of these horses.
Animal handling. Oh, that's a good roll. That's a 23 total.
Yeah. You kind of hear, you kind of see them sort of do that horse thing where they go, and then turn over to you, kicking a leg back. One of them says, "We serve the Master Strahd, of course. He is expecting you, no?"
The horses have the accent.
Born and raised, baby, born and raised.
You would not mind if you rested and ate some of this grass here for some time. It does look awfully tasty.
Make a persuasion check or animal handling.
That's not as good. It's a 9.
I am afraid we are on a tight schedule. You are requested for dinner tonight.
Have you heard any rumors about your master? Perhaps, things he wouldn't want others to know, or weird things you have noticed.
I am a horse.
I am a horse.
I am a zombie.
I don't know what that is. This is two low intelligence creatures melding together at the same time.
Do you know what glue is?
No.
For the best.
Is that food?
What?
Glue is food?
Depends.
I thank you, zombie. I will look for some glue to eat.
Okay. Where are you taking us?
To the castle Ravenloft. You are expected for dinner.
Do you pick up strangers often to go there?
Not anymore.
The ones that have, did they come back?
How well does a horse remember? The last group of people. Some did. The robots. But not the others.
Well, I suppose we'll have to go then. See for ourselves.
Okay. Get in.
No, I'm just kidding.
After all that.
It's like one thing to have awkward conversations with just players that you don't know, and it's quite another to have a deliberately awkward conversation with you.
All right, I'm saying to the group. is taking us to the castle Barovia. Ravenloft, sorry. Do we wish to go?
Trying to remember, Ravenloft, is that where our target is?
That is where Strahd is.
Oh. Well, seems like we can wrap up this whole saving the day job early. If we go there now, I don't see why not.
I have done some thinking. We were bested by a pile of vines and other naturey things. I do not know if we are ready for a fight with the vampire.
Oh, Equa, just trying to remember. There wasn't that part of your song when the people were here last time? They mentioned like silver bullet out of a gun or something.
That was for the pumpkin, though.
They did mention silver bullets. Yep.
I think.
Okay. Would Illara know about silver's effects on some monstrosities?
Interesting. You can roll history or nature.
Awesome. All right, I'll roll nature. So that'd be a 12.
A 12. With your background, you are aware that silver affects certain kinds of monstrosities, fiends, or undead more than your average weapon. When it comes to vampires, it's a little hard to tell. The old tale is a wooden stake through the heart. Not sure about silver.
Okay.
Drowden, you might not like this part, but we could make some wooden stakes. Also, let me just ask these people. Hey guys, do y'all have any silver weaponry, possibly, or wooden stakes, anything to plunge into evil things' hearts?
I would like for you to make a persuasion check with disadvantage, because you've now pissed off 3 members of the Vistani in the past hour of being here.
Okay.
And word gets around.
We should specifically ask the Veil Lady.
Oh yeah, for sure. That was the one standing in front of everyone. Oh, come on, bro. Oh, it was disadvantage. One was a 20 and one was a 5, so 4.
You just hear back, get in the fucking cart!
Oh no.
All right, I think we can do it, guys. Here, worst comes to worst, we break off a part of the carriage and then sharpen it.
Full backer just has to go along with all of this shit that you guys do.
That's what happens when you make a character that follows another one.
That's what happens when you also keep a cockatrice that petrifies the
Don't
other.
make me shatter your statue.
So,
what does
You
everyone
leave
else
Bernadette
think?
out of this.
Should we go get her, or what do you think, Garfantis?
We have to save Irina, we promised.
That's what I thought. Are you gonna be okay, Jargon?
My one goal in my creation is to kill the devil on the hill. I do not think we are strong enough for this. Not yet. If we go, we should try our best to not start a fight.
That's fair. Espionage, I like it. Reconnaissance, we'll find out his weaknesses and then strike when he least expect it, but not at this dinner, because he probably expects it.
I'm sorry, I just find this funny. This is coming from the guy that
Yeah.
started the fight with the old lady.
You know, you make an excellent point, Trogdon. We couldn't take an old lady. We probably can't take Strahd right now.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, I guess we can go. Maybe there's a way to rescue Irina without coming into conflict with Strahd. Maybe we can sneak her out. But there's only one way to find out. And hopefully good old Irina wakes up or Tia wakes up by then.
So, you will...
I'll whisper into the horse's ear. I will give you glue for consumption if you take your time getting to the castle.
Roll your check.
Oh, God damn it, Dragon. It's a 4.
Glue. I don't know what glue tastes like, so I will not accept. But if you choose to bring me glue later, I will eat. Where would I find this glue?
It will find you someday.
Glue. So you'll hop in the car. I forgot about this bitch. Malin will take a step up into the car, take note of the horses, and step back down. And Malin goes, "Oh, brothers, I gotta go find Redkeep. He's my real brother."
Oh no, don't leave, Malin.
Oh wait, I'm gonna go with Malin to find.
No,
Have fun.
you can't go with me, because Arena's gonna die. So just
Well, if you care about her so
strong,
much,
brother.
why don't you go then?
That's a really good point, brother. But I care about my horse more.
Me too. I will go.
That's pretty fucked up, Malin.
Here, take Tia with you.
I don't care. I bought my horse right before I'm Irish now. I bought my horse right before entering Barovia. He's my real brother.
Your horse is dead. Get over it. Come on. Get in the cart.
Don't you talk about my brother like that. And he slaps you across the face.
I slap him back with my flail.
Is there anything you could give us to help us out?
Like all your stuff.
You know what? Make persuasion check. Make persuasion check. Sure. I don't fucking give a shit.
Perhaps
Fuck it.
all of your bardic inspirations for the day.
14.
What'd you get?
A 14.
A 14. Yeah. Okay. Shit. He doesn't have shit, you guys.
Give us your dragon calling orb or whatever the fuck it is.
Dragon calling orb?
I thought he had some.
What are you making up?
Yes, that's right. Give us your +3 flame tongue sword.
Yeah.
Melee.
Make sure you take the bolts as well, the crossbow bolts.
Oh yeah,
I would give you my crossbow, but I died. No, Arena has it, so I don't fucking have it. So it's with Arena. You'll have to pry it off of her, whatever state she's in. You can have my. He doesn't have shit. You can have my bagpipes. I'll come back for it later, brother.
Anybody proficient in bagpipes?
But I can learn.
I'm just.
Oh, it is shots.
Wait, before you go.
You should give them all your gold.
Can you hear Lauren
Oh
and
yeah.
I.
Yes. How many hit points are you down, brother?
I'm only down
I'm
3.
not feeling great. I feel like if I were to be 4 of whatever those are greater, I'd be awesome.
You get healed through petrification.
Sure.
Fantastic.
Okay, yeah, so Dragden, it's 2 plus his
That'll be
charisma,
enough.
which is 4. And then Alaran, you're 4 plus 4, so 8.
Nice.
Natural on that. Well, you guys, time for me to go find my horse.
Want to give us one last inspiring song?
It only lasts for 10 minutes, but sure.
Help with my bagpipe learning.
I'll try really
Malin-
hard to remember.
Malin does a full interpretive dance on the planting and growing of a flower into like this beautiful bloom, and you guys feel totally inspired for the next 10 minutes. Yep.
All right, everyone, remember all the movements and repeat, and so we don't forget.
See you later, brothers. And he just puts
Have fun finding your
puts
dead
the door
horse.
shut.
I'm outside the cart, so you can still hear me.
He goes up to the horses at the front and he goes, "Hey, brothers, have you seen a horse?" There's no response. And he's like, "Cool," and he just fucks off in
And we never
the
saw
same direction that you guys are going, because you can't go
We
the other way
walked-
because that's where the village is, and you can't go back there. So he's got to go the other way.
Oh my god.
No, he'll
Get inside until you have to leave.
he'll go back. He'll go back to the village. He's got a disguise kit. He'll go back to the village and he'll sneak
Hey,
around
give us
there.
your disguise kit.
I needed to find my horse.
What a
Wait, should I
shame.
get healed or no?
Yeah, just mark yourself off as full. It's fine. It's fine.
The cockatrice, finally.
I guess technically we could short rest on the ride anyways. Oops. It's fine.
If you have time.
That's true.
Okay, so you guys set off. What would you like to do in the carriage?
Lauren's gonna try to play a song.
No.
that goes
Make
to the tune of that dance on the bagpipes.
make a performance check.
Okay. Can I use my bardic inspiration?
Yeah,
You
sure
get
can.
inspiration.
You're kidding.
That's awesome.
Oh, I forget. That's just that adds a +4, right?
A D6.
D6.
Or D6.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it's a 14.
Takes you a minute of like this is the most random like scale sounds of not quite holding the notes where you should, but eventually you start to pick up on the tune, and it's far from perfect, but you like kind of get the general idea of where we're going. Really impressive considering you've never played this instrument before in your life.
Not sure why he likes these things. You want to hang on to it for when we see him again, Garfantis?
I'm gonna learn to play him.
Okay. Sounds good. Give it a try.
Can I try to play him on the back of the cart?
Roll a performance check.
I'm gonna use my bardic.
Sure.
Does he get advantage for being able to blow so much more air than me?
Well, I think we all have inspiration though, right?
No,
Yeah,
because
you
you
do.
just fill the bagpipe and then it plays itself after that. A 12. I mean an 11.
It's worse than Alarin, that's for sure.
I think I'm doing it.
We'll say Alarin spends 10 minutes with the bagpipes, then Gar spends 10 minutes with the bagpipes. About 8 minutes in, Tia, the stone around your form begins to crack. And little pieces begin to fall apart like a butterfly emerging from a cocoon, except your fur is kind of like matted down. It feels like it's like caked in mud, but it's really just bits of pebble and stone that you kind of have to pull out. Your whiskers are cemented to the sides of your face, giving you a really weird sense of spatial awareness right now.
Be drill
The-
butterfree.
You come out to the sound of awful wailing of bagpipes.
I think with her still like being in the same fighting stance, I think she fought the cockatrice. She probably shakes free and just immediately hits the like the bottom of the carriage, like the floor of it, and she's
You're
like,
outside with me. You'd
Oh,
fall
I think we're in the
"She's
carriage.
outside.
I'm not in the carriage.
Inside.
I'm too big.
I thought we were already
Why would
taking
you
it off.
take me outside of it?"
I hold on to the back of the carriage every time we've gone on a carriage.
Oh, okay. I
He's
see.
a big boy.
I thought you were saying like we never got on the carriage and started going. I was
No,
like, oh,
I'm always on the outside
Got
of
it.
the carriage, holding on to it.
Yeah, so Dragden, you look up as you hear as a metal rapier protrudes through the roof of the carriage, about 1.5 inches all the way through the wood.
no.
Where is it? Where is it?
You're fine, cat. Here, grab her and just put her into the carriage through the window.
Oh, hi.
Where are we? Hi. What?
We're in
We're in a carriage already?
Yeah. Oh, did you know about this?
I
Oh no.
did, but
Could you see
first
and
things
feel everything that happened while you were stoned?
she looks at Drockton and just says, "No, I did."
Oh,
And
okay.
she's like, "But I'll get back to that. First things first. What was that bird about? Why do you even have that?"
Oh, you know what? I think you need some space, and he's gonna try to crawl over and then try to climb out the window of the carriage to get on the roof.
No. I just need to know.
He's
You
gonna
got
just
rid of it,
climb.
right?
Climbing out the carriage. Am I able to get on the top easy enough?
Look, cheer.
You need some space.
So you open the door and then make an athletics check. Make an athletics check for me.
Can I give him an advantage?
Yeah.
Can I help him with my trunk and give him an advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
A fall.
Alright. So that would be a. God damn it! Where the hell? Oh, there it is. Oh, so 11.
That's good.
It's good enough because of Gar. If it was just you, I would have put the DC at 12, but because Gar's helping, the DC's lower. Yeah, without his help, you would be on the road about 40 feet back right now, but he just swings you up and around, and for some reason, you're on the roof of the carriage now?
Immediately avoiding the conversation. Oh, you need space. I'm getting out of here.
Look,
Sitting with my legs hanging off the back.
cheer. They didn't say. Sometimes an animal just needs someone strong that they can look to as their alpha. It did not have that until now. I am its alpha.
The bird seemed quite stupid.
I
But
am its
regardless,
alpha
you got rid of
now.
it. You got rid of it, right? You
No.
didn't keep such a thing, right?
It is now.
Surely you didn't keep it.
It is
We still
tamed.
have it. She'd die if we let her go.
So you still have this bird.
Yes, we gotta keep her safe so we can give her to the lady.
All right.
Yeah.
On that note, when Gar said that, I'm going to roll an insight check. See if he's
Okay.
actually telling the truth.
Roll an inside check, and then Gar, you can roll persuasion or deception.
I got a 13.
11 persuasion.
Yeah, so you are trying to be honest. This is where the check kind of fucking falls apart. This one, like, it's such a common check, but everyone wants.
Yeah, usually you just don't roll the persuasion if they're
You
not
just,
lying.
you understand. He's not holding anything back. Or if he is, he's you can tell. If he were holding something back, you would be able to tell right now, but he's not.
He just stares at Gar, and
don't
then just
worry.
says,
Yeah, I have an idea that'll probably make it a little bit more under our control. But yeah, no reason to worry. I'll get that figured out soon enough.
"Oh, no, you wouldn't need to worry about it. I'm sure the problem will take care of itself."
It also loves our meat pies.
regardless of the bird, that will be dealt with later. Why are we in the carriage now? We're already heading to Strahd's mansion already?
Well, you were sleeping, so we had to take care of it ourselves.
Oh, and who kept the monster inside of his backpack that never brought it out once? Surely not me.
You just see her as a monster, do you?
Yes, seeing how she bit me and turned me to stone, I do see her as a monster.
scared.
A scared creature wouldn't just attack a harmless creature that didn't even do anything to her.
You would think.
Anyway.
Gar's just staring you down at this point.
I'm staring back.
Alright.
No, this is not the time for arguing amongst ourselves. Strahd is a formidable opponent, and he will destroy us if we are not one pack.
Speaking of one, we seem to be missing Malin.
Yeah, fuck him. Little bitch.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
He's not wrong.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Merlin had to see to his horse.
All right. Dead
Maybe
keep, was it?
Right for it.
So, I guess now that we're sort of all here, I can finally mention to you guys what happened. So, I made it out of the house. Same with Irina. You guys, you all either died, she attempts to do quotations, or passed out in the house. And I called for help. Irina was bleeding out. She was unconscious. And lo and behold, Strahd was just there walking on the road. And in exchange for getting you guys out of the house, he wanted Irina. So, naturally, seeing as I could have just left, I decided that it would probably be better to at least get more help. The four of you guys, well, three, excuse me, the three of you guys, to at least help maybe get Irina back. I was in a tough spot.
Well, how about we call it even with Bernadette? You
No, it's not
killed
even.
the person
No
we were
whatsoever.
trying to protect. She turned you to stone. I think
No,
we can just
no,
let
it's-
the past be past.
It's no. It won't be passed. No, not at all.
As I think Malin would say, you did the
I
best.
gotta
you
go
could
get my horse.
with a shit hand. So I can't really hold that against you.
Lauren, can you look me in the eyes real quick? That bird will not live much longer.
Well,
You have to go through me if you want this bird.
I'll be perfectly fine.
don't worry about it. I got a fix for this, but it'll probably have to happen after this dinner. I don't think I have enough time to really formulate how I would do it.
But also after hearing more about
All this, he's like, yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I have to talk to Gar about something. Garfantis. Yeah, I'm glad you're better, Tia.
and he'll put his head back because this whole time, I guess, to look at you in the eyes, his like head was upside down with his eyes peeking over the side of the carriage.
Yeah, it's
Tree
the weird
branch
thing where it's like
smacks him.
leg, head, leg.
But so he'll kind of like get over a little bit closer to Gar and just like kind of like motion for him to come a little bit closer. And he'll start whispering in his ear. He'll say,
I don't know about you, but this whole ordeal has made me do some thinking, and there might be a chance that you won't always really be able to protect me. I know I bring a lot of it on myself, but, you know, I can't always just use you as a shield. Seeing as we've died and we're going to a person who apparently is powerful enough to revive us, I was thinking maybe if we survive this dinner, do you think you could show me how to defend myself a little better? And before you say no, in my time with the Watchful Eye and Waterdeep, I did learn how to use some weapons. Obviously it's no magic, but in the off chance that you are in harm's way, and you can't help me, then maybe it would be just good if I could hold my own a little better. Do you think you could kind of teach me, Garfantis?
I can teach you what I know, which isn't much. I had to teach myself. But you are very brave, and I think you could do it.
Yeah, I just thought with all your time at that horrible place that you'd be the best one to ask about how to stay alive when someone's coming straight for you.
Well, seeing as the track record we've all had here so far, I'll teach you what I can, but...
Thank you. Once we get out of this, I swear, we'll find your family.
And then, yeah, Lauren will just start drawing notes in his books for his plan on how to make this monstrosity a little less violent.
Sure, yeah. So, as you leave the Vistani camp and travel forward, you follow along on the dirt road. Dirt road, not cobbled stone anymore, as you are a little more out in the wilderness. And it kind of goes up the side of a mountain. You travel essentially along the river for most of it before going up. I think, yes. And then coming to this bridge, essentially, that kind of has this aged and cracked stone, little bits of green moss flecking the dark cracks that emanate through it. There are gargoyles that stand on the edges of either side of the bridge, on the corners essentially. They kind of look down at you and glare nefariously. And underneath the bridge, there is this large waterfall that kind of spills down into what you know to be the river. Looking down, it's 1,000 feet, maybe. And then carrying on, because this conversation takes a long time. You continue to wind through the forest and the mountaintops before you get to be right about here. And the road kind of just sharply turns to the right, eastern. Continuing through the forest, you begin to see the visage overhead of an approaching castle. As you get closer, this is about... Actually, this is all the way through, so this is right about here. Getting closer, you see that it's kind of perched on this, tall, thin mountain rock. Connecting that to the mainland where you are is this drawbridge of wooden beams that themselves are mangy and weathered, cracked, some of them ripped out completely, that stretches across a deep chasm. There are chains connecting the middle to the outward gates that themselves are these thick, heavy stone. And on these like stone archways, two stands these large fiendish stone gargoyles that instead of like glaring down, these ones just kind of grin. Going over the drawbridge, you see a portcullis made of wood, but hanging from it is moss and algae, mold here and there. And as you approach it, it begins to raise. And beyond that, the main doors of Ravenloft await you, standing open. From within, this is past a courtyard. You see the warm light, which is nice and comforting considering that as you began to climb up the mountain, the weather changed and turned rainy. Started thin, just spitting at the very front of it, and then turning into a thick, heavy downpour, making travel back out unadvisable for a while.
Oh,
As the carriage comes up and turns around and just stops.
based on the journey we've taken so far, would Alarin and like seeing the cliff face, like that kind of brings up the back of the. Could he determine like how far that is?
What do you
Or like
trying to determine?
from like it like so for example if something were to fall off the cliff that is very near the castle, like how deep of a
With your knowledge, you can narrow it down somewhat. It's fairly similar to the waterfall itself. You're maybe a little lower. You're waging somewhere in between 1,000 feet at minimum to 1,300 max.
Gotcha.
So, instant death.
Well, the rescue looks like it might be a little complicated with all of this going on. But do we go in?
Well, we're probably already late, so we probably just need to get a move on.
If he wishes to have dinner, should I cast Detect Poison and Disease first before eating?
That's smart.
It
And
is,
then, if when you know, just give us a wink. You know how to wink, Drogden?
I'll just try to find a way to naturally bring up wood into the conversation. And that will mean that it's all good. Good
Just
as
whenever you
wood.
cast it,
Good.
whenever
as
you
good.
cast your magic, just try to be discreet. He may see that as rude that you're checking his food for poison.
How long does this shit last? 10 minutes? Okay.
Never mind, you can all die. Alright.
So as the door swings open and you guys begin to
One more thing. There seem to be some conflicting talk in the cart. We're not here to fight, correct?
Yeah, I think we're just looking for a way to get Irina out of there peacefully or sneakily. Yeah.
Strahd seems like a reasonable person. I'm sure he maybe just wants her just for a little bit.
I spit on the ground.
She looks at him, says, I'm sure he just wants her for a little bit, and then maybe he'll give her back. But yes, I would rather avoid a fight.
Okay.
Okay, as you guys exit the carriage, standing outside in the pouring rain, the thing that you can now see, and Gar, you would have noticed this as you came in, high above the entranceway, a circular window with what used to be inside of it. Probably a very nice stained glass mural, but now it's simply shards of broken glass. Unsure of what happened, but something went in or out of that window. Looking towards the entranceway, inside the doorway, you see a figure silhouetted in the warm light spilling out from behind him, but you can definitely make out Meyore. Would you like to approach?
Well, let's say hi.
Lauren will start walking forward, I guess, making sure that Garfantis is pretty close behind it.
Okay. You walk inwards. This map is real confusing, so if I fuck anything up, I fuck anything up, but we'll get to that. You walk inwards into... You know what? Am I just going to put you guys in here? No, I won't. We'll just leave it as it is. You walk inwards into a square, basically a receptive area, like a foyer. Running in and sort of shaking yourselves off from the rain, you see a man standing there. Longer black hair, of sharp features. This is not Strahd. But has a look of similar essence. You see straight black hair that comes down to the shoulders, although the top, like, essentially front of the head is bald, if not for a large scar that appears through the forehead. You see elven ears and piercing blue eyes. This man is in well-worn attire, fancy enough of blues and browns and furs. As he sees you all in, he says, "So, you must be the pack. Am I correct?"
I'm trying the monster mash now.
The monster what?
Okay.
You see his sharp features kind of sneer at that mention. It's canon now, I don't give a shit. As he says, "The monster mash. Right. And where is your other friend? The bard?"
His horse died.
Yeah, his horse died, I guess, and he just left.
You wouldn't have happened to seen it, have you?
No.
Damn.
What a pity. Well,
Honestly,
I
he
shall
was.
show you. Excuse me?
No, nothing.
The master will be most displeased with this information, but I shall show him to you regardless. Please follow me. I will show you guys his features, but you do not know his name because you have not inquired. So not the name.
I lean in.
Don't want to know it.
Whoever's closest to me, probably Lauren.
He's a real stick in the mud.
Like,
As you say that, you watch as his head, and he's in front of you, just goes, and keeps walking.
Oh, what is your name anyway, sir?
My apologies. I am Rahadin.
Oh, well, hi, Rahadin. I'm Ilarin.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Elarin.
And then he'll go over and whisper to Drogden,
You're right. You're right.
and keep following, I guess.
So he leads you in the room that you're in through another set of double doors. And you see before you an octagonal room with 4 stone pillars in the center. This room leads to 2 immediate passageways that you can see. There are stairs to the left, and there is a level opening to the right. Ahead of you is another set of double doors. And this section of the castle is well lit, although, as with any Gothic horror, the torchlight does tend to flicker and cast shadows across the walls that make you look twice. Embedded in these pillars are each statues of dragons that glare down. The eyes kind of flickering orange in the torchlight that shines upon them. This room, you take that right, and following down into there are two sections to the left that are right next to each other. One of them is a hallway that leads down to another set of spiraling stairs. The other is an alcove, and in that alcove, there is a suit of armor that just kind of stands at the ready, giving some of you the creeps after your last encounter with a suit of armor. As you approach here, and he's leading you towards the right, which is another set of double doors, you begin to hear music playing, that of an organ. It's swelling and loud and then quiet in places, of sorrowful lows and barely acceptable highs. The tune is, for lack of a better word, miserable. And even if Malin were here, he would struggle to see the beauty in what was being played. It's just is sorrowful and mournful. As Rahadin ahead of you stops in front of the double doors, he turns back at you all and kind of looks you up and down at your attire and just before turning back around, stretching out his arms and just pushing, and the two doors open. As you enter into this room, or just look into it, you see three very large, very elegant and beautiful crystal chandeliers that very brightly illuminate the chamber ahead of you. These heavy pillars of stone that bolster the ceiling are noticeable because of the kind of dull, if not slightly bland, marble walls on the outside, different from the stone brick that you've seen within. In the center of this room, a long, thick table that is covered with a fine silk or fancy material cloth. The table itself laden with food, a lot of nice food, smelling food. You see like roasted boar and chicken, roots, plants, vegetables, herbs, wines by the number. You can't really tell if they're different wines or not, but there are a number of bottles of wine that are just sitting on the table. There are places set for 7 people in total. Each one boasting like this beautiful cutlery, silver style cutlery, and like very nice, not at all chipped porcelain plates. And at each place is a goblet filled with this amberish colored liquid that smells delectable. At the center of the far west wall, between 2 mirrors that are completely floor to ceiling, stands the organ that you were hearing outside. As it plays, you see the man seated, facing away from you, alone. A caped figure with long black hair, who is playing with fervor, with passion. It's even for those without an appreciation for music, you can appreciate the artist, and what he's doing, he knows. He's familiar with it, and he's practiced. You watch as the figure continues to play for another 30 seconds or minute as the piece comes to an end before he rests his hands on the keys and facing down, eyes closed, before pushing the seat back and standing up and turning around, and you see before you for the first time in the flesh, except for you, Tia, the profile of one Strahd von Zarovich.
Ooh.
He turns his stern, chiseled features looking at you. No smile emerges. He maintains that tight-lipped expression and posture as he looks you all over. Well, my esteemed guests, please, take your seats. It is my personal honor to have you here. And you watch as he flicks his hand, and 4 chairs just shift outwards on the stone.
Mr. Strahd, you wouldn't have to have some books I could sit on, do you? I can't really. I can't reach the table.
My dearest apologies. Worry not, I will fix this. And he snaps his fingers twice. I can't snap my fingers, I don't know if you know that, guys. But he snaps his fingers twice, and you feel Tia as 2 forces just drift past you. And the chair that is closest to him that came outwards lifts up for a second and then back down so that you can climb on it.
Much appreciated.
But of course, my deepest apologies. Come, I'm sure you have much to discuss. Let us eat.
Does Alarin, does he recognize the face from the mirror now?
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is instantly who it is. And it's weird because all of you, except for Tia, you're looking at this guy, particularly you, Alarin, as someone who is knowledgeable in the arcane. There is some kind of tether. There is a connection from you to him. As he walks behind his chair, which is magnificent, high-backed, studded with gold, but with the beautiful red inlay, and kind of snaps his fingers again, and the chair just comes outwards before he sits in it. And snaps his fingers again, and it moves close.
Take the furthest chair he can from him.
Sure. Draugden, as you watch him go past those 2 full-length mirrors, you see no reflection. No reflection from him. So, I'm sure that if your associate is not told you, you would be wondering why I have brought you here, and I assure you, I will not harm you as long as you do not try to harm me. For tonight is a celebration. You have given me what I have desired for a long time. And for this, I am grateful.
What is it you desire?
You are a strange creature. An undead that I do not have control over is unique. So, my dear zombie, what I desire was the young Miss Irina Kuliana, who your feline friends so lovingly beseeched to me.
what did you want her for exactly?
Well, that is quite simple. You see, many years ago, Miss Koliana was betrothed to me. We were in love. Set to get married ourselves, and she was taken away. A dreadful tale, filled with sorrow. But this matters not anymore. For now we may resume our marriage and live forever in harmony.
Will Irina be joining us in celebration?
We will see. If you don't mind me asking, where is the other friend?
We wouldn't really call him a friend, he's more of an acquaintance.
This does not answer my question. Where is the friend?
From what they told me, it's apparently his horse died. She shrugs her shoulders, so he went off to go find it. That's what they told me, at least. I was kind of petrified at the time.
I see. Well, although I may not understand the loss of a horse weighing so impactfully on a person, I understand and empathize with loss as a principle. Although it was quite rude to decline my invitation, this is a matter we will deal with another time. If you will forgive me, I have many questions about all of you. In particular, and he turns to Gar, you are a fascinating creature, not one that I have seen before, an elephant person, if I am not offending.
That's what I am, why would it offend?
Where did you come from?
From outside of the mist.
I knew of this before, but where did you come from?
We were in... Why can't I remember the name of that town?
Oh, Daggerford?
Daggerford. We came from there.
I am well acquainted with Daggerford. The Lady Morven.
Yes, she sent us out in the woods to rectify a problem, and then we ended up here.
I see. Although she does not know it, and she has been acting against me for quite some time, these little games that she runs, where she sends these adventurers in, they are delectable to watch. So for this, I am also grateful. For your appearance. The same.
Talking strange riddles, sir. I don't quite understand what it is you mean by that.
Well, the lady sends adventurers in with the Vistani, does she not?
She didn't with us.
I am surprised. So you were just lost in the mist?
I didn't meet any Vistani till they ran me over with their cart.
Well, there is a particular establishment of Vistani that does not agree with my rulership over this land. And so they asked the lady for help in sending adventurers in, strong and powerful, to help dethrone me. Each time, this has failed. But it is enjoyable to see them try. As for you, Mr. Zombie, where did you come from? I have been hearing tales of the monster of Barovia for quite some time.
I do not know.
I see. Intelligence is difficult to come across in undead. I understand. Perhaps one day you will regain this. Do you have any ties to anyone? Connections?
There's one person I hold very dear to, that I hope nothing ever happens to. It is a woman who sells pies in the village of Barovia.
I see. He's gonna roll an insight check on that. And please do tell me what your allegiance to this lady is.
She serves children in her pies, and I am a zombie, and I like meat. Human meat.
Right. I see. And he's looking at you with an extended gaze before moving on. My feline friend, I recognize the stench of faith from any there. And I assure you, you are not the only one in these lands. There is company for you here, should you choose to take it. How did you come across?
But how do I come across?
This place?
I'm just wondering. I'm looking for certain items, and I somehow got stuck.
You see him kind of nod for a second. What's everyone's passive insight?
16.
Is that just
16.
10 plus your
11.
intelligence? Or
It'd be
Wisdom.
10 plus your...
wisdom? Oh, okay.
10 plus your wisdom.
No, it's 10
Yeah,
plus your insight modifier.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
JK, that's a little higher. So 13?
I got 13 as well.
13. Drowden.
Mm-hmm.
As he nods ever so briefly, it's hard to gauge because it's subtle, but it's almost an understanding or a recognition of something he's heard before. And he continues, and what is this item? Perhaps I can help you, since you have been of service to me.
You really don't have to. You've done enough by helping my friends here. I feel like I
Please.
would just be troubling you more.
You have given me what I have searched for centuries. What is the item?
She pauses and reaches in her bag, grabs just a regular playing card, not the one with the paw print, and she says, "I'm looking for a card like this, except for you guys, it'll just be blank, just a blank card."
Do you pull one out from the deck of playing cards that you got in Death House, or do you pull the original out that you were carrying around?
My original.
Okay.
I see. A blank playing card. I will send out my scouts to see what they can find.
But you already know.
I see. You, Mr. Wizard. You shall promise with the arcane, yes?
Yes, I do find the mystical arts and creatures of the realm fascinating.
This is an affinity. Not wholly, but partly that I share. I too am a dabbler in the arcane. Quite accomplished, if you will. It is encouraging to see someone following a similar path to myself. Do you seek power?
I would say in general I seek knowledge, not necessarily power.
As do we all. Forgive me, I have been prying too much. If you have any questions towards me, you may ask and I will be truthful.
When you speak of our affinity, what is it that I feel between us? There's something, a tether almost. Why did I see you before?
You see, you all have perished in the house that you were previously in. A terrible fate, and one that has claimed many lives over the past few hundred years. But this is okay. Although I wanted nothing to do with that silly cult that was parading around the Dursts. Well, they praised me nonetheless. And although godhood is appealing in its own right, I am tired. I grow weary of my current position here. When your friend called out for help and was willing to give the only thing they had to bring you all back, even though you are but simple strangers. Well, it spoke to me. It is not common in these lands for people to pray to me. And in this instance, although not much, I did have limited power over this cult. So the happenings of this house allowed me to revive you all back to your health. As such, there will be a lingering magic, a lingering connection between me and all of you, apart from you. Yes.
Well, thank you. Why would you say these Vistani work against you?
As with any lord of any ruler or any position in power over a land, there will be subjects who, well, they disagree with your methods. These Vistani, run by Madame Eva, they are taught that my gifts are not gifts but curses, that I plague the people of this land. Not true. I give them everlasting life, the gift of reincarnation. Are they grateful? No. Do they have to be? No. For they will receive the gifts nonetheless, for I am kind. And so they send their heroes in to try and kill me. If I'm honest, I relish in the game. It is entertaining for me to see them grow. Aside from that, I have other motives for young adventurers such as yourselves.
If you don't mind us asking, what motives would those be?
I have ruled Barovia for centuries, my dear feline. This task has been suitable for me and only me. There is no other worthy of the position. However, it has been a long time. And now that I have what I want, I can set my gaze on other things, other tasks to be held. If I am to be honest, I am a prisoner here, not allowed to leave the mists. I would like that to change. And in order to do so, I must seek a worthy successor for myself. You all, in particular, looks at you, Tia, have shown some promise. And so it is my desire to raise you in a way that you become like me. And then, should you choose to accept the position, you may rule over this land, this valley, that means so much to me. And in exchange, I will set my sights elsewhere.
You will be free from the mist, but what of your people?
I do not control the people. I have given the gift to the Vistani, because that is what I was able to do. But in my transformation to the Dark Powers, they have haunted me.
So the Vistani control the mist.
No, the Dark Powers control the mist. I seek to overthrow them, and then regain it fully. After that, the residents, they may be able to leave. We shall see.
So if we just get rid of the mist, then you're free to leave, and you don't, in turn, really need a successor at that point, do you?
Yes, I do. This will still be a land that needs ruling over. I will be busy conquesting other places. Daggerford is appealing to me to start. I have heard of a city. Not too far away, but powerful in its own right. Water deep, I think. I have never ruled over a city before.
Why do you seek conquest? Why can't you live out your days with your beloved in peace?
Because, my dear boy, the people crave subjugation. This life of start and end once. It is no gift. There is no time to relish in life. The people need to be given a new gift, a gift of reincarnation. The world would be better off for it. Do you not agree?
I don't necessarily agree that people seek to be ruled over. I understand the necessity for a governing body. I just don't know that I would go that far.
This is okay. We do not have to share the same opinion at the moment. But you have a father. Elderly and frail, yes? His life will perish soon. Would it not be better if it were to restart again?
Well, he has lived his life, and yes, it is shorter than others, but he has lived well, I would say. But if he did want to live again, I would think that that choice should be his.
I respect living well, but why live well once when you could live well for eternity?
Say we were to help you with this. What would we do other than becoming your successor?
First, I will need to test you to see if you truly have what it takes. In fact, today is a perfect night for this. You may be wondering why the young Miss Scoliana is absent from our meal tonight. She is in the castle, unharmed and well, and I assure you, as of yet, I have not bitten her. I would like to test your mettle. For although you have given her to me once, only the strong may succeed me. I would like you to take her again. If you succeed, I promise you, you will walk out of here with the young miss, unharmed by me, free to wander the streets as you like. And although I will continue to test you, for that is the point, is it not? You will have an edge against me. Should you fail this task, tomorrow night, we have our ceremony for all of Barovia to see. And she turns into a vampire like me. You also have another objective. There is another woman in this castle. If you can find her and bring her back here, consider it double the points. My impression of you will go up. I should mention, Irina alone is somewhat of a success. Both are better.
Is there any way for us to know that we found the woman? What does she look like?
She is human, and that is more than anything else in this castle.
What did she do to
She
catch
came
you?
to me. She wandered in here, and I found companionship in her. She is no Irina, though. Failed to bring me her. She dies tonight. A feast for me.
And if we bring her to you, she lives.
She does. Failed to bring both. Well, there is a reason that I have been feeding you all so much. One of you will become my dinner for the night.
A game of sorts, I see.
Indeed.
Well, I guess he'll just kind of look at everyone else, gauge their reactions.
I guess we have to play.
Yes, and that is the point. You will have to choose. You can save one, or the other, or both. And if you fail, well, you know how that goes. You have until sunrise to complete this task. I will be watching, although I have business to attend to in the night. So for the duration of this task, and he kind of looks towards the mirror and holds out his hand and twists it. And you watch as a copy of him walks out of it from nothing. And as it does so, you see its reflection in the mirror. This will be my eyes and ears for the night. I will give you your privacy, but know that I will be watching most of the time. Are there any further questions?
Yes, there is actually. You see, my arrows, they don't have a lot, and, you know, you want this to be a fair game. I understand that. I was wondering if you could spare a few?
Who said anything about fair? You put yourself in this position, did you not?
Well, yes, that is true, but, you know.
And you are a
Fella wouldn't do
resilient
that.
creature, are you not?
Well, you flatter me, sir, but, alright, I get the picture.
If you are as intelligent as I think you are, then you will know what to do to be resourceful. So, is there anything else? Very well. The castle is yours for tonight. I should warn you, there are creatures lurking all around the place. You should be mindful of your step. It is up to you where you check, where you look, where you go. And should you have any questions, simply call for myself or Rahadin, and we will come to your aid.
And there will be no ill will if any harm befalls these creatures should they come upon us.
For the creatures, no. But if you harm Irina, then I will double anything you do to her, to you.
We have no intentions of that.
I trust. So, I wish you luck in this endeavor. And he stands up from the his seat at the dining table and begins walking around the back. On Tia's side, he keeps going. I'll say, Dragon, you're next to Tia. As he goes, his head goes straight and with purpose, but his eyes do linger on the rest of you, eyeing you as he goes. As he reaches the back doors. Good luck. And he walks through, and they close behind him. And now, the next part of your quest may begin. I suppose change the music. That would have been better, but whatever.
So, is that clone illusion thing still in the room with us?
It is still in the room. It goes kind of back to one corner, and you see the corner that it's in. Strahd was playing on the organ on the west wall. This one goes to the east wall. And you see mounted upon that wall a series of violins that are very intricately and nicely carved. And it sort of just stands underneath and looks up, hands behind the back. Looking at the violins.
I would like to go look at those violins.
Yeah. You go look at them, make a perception check.
16.
They're very nice, very well carved. You see on the side of one of them, towards the base, underneath the chin, whatever it's called, I used to play violin, there are the initials S. von Zarovich in cursive.
It's made out of wood.
It's made out of wood. You see the illusion kind of look at you. You get the sense it can talk and then look back up at the violins and then just nod. And it continues to stare.
How could a monster make something so beautiful?
It was not a monster. Not in life.
I wasn't talking to you. No, yeah.
Lauren will down a glass of wine and...
Did you see anything over there? Dragon?
What are these called?
Oh, those on the wall, violins.
Violins.
Instrument that makes music. I'm sure Malin would have loved them.
Who?
They're usually made out of wood, though. Are you all right with that?
These are so arrogant. The shine has brought the texture out of the grain of the wood.
Perhaps this is what my father meant.
Meant by what?
There is beauty in the things that they make.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I was trying to explain before. That's what my father does. Not violins per se, but carpenters can shape beautiful things out of wood. But we should try to find these women. Be a shame for one to become a meal for him.
Or one of us.
That was also a possibility. Also, you were right. I just feeling it come off of him. I don't think we would have survived had we tried anything. I say we at least just finish this game for now and do whatever we can to get out of this castle. Which, if he's true to his word, if we can find them, we should be able to leave.
Be a lot helpful if they were actually calling out rather than staying silent.
That is true. Well, where should we begin?
Do you truly believe that he will let us leave with her?
I'm not great at these types of things, but does he not seem arrogant? Feels like he knows he could do whatever he wants with us. So I don't necessarily see why he wouldn't.
He worked so long to get his prize, but he would let it go with us.
Well, he's always gonna keep an eye on us.
True. We can try to sneak out. I just think he might see us, possibly, but we should try the best we can. I think, and he'll kind of like try to whisper this part to the group. I assume we're almost in like a huddle at this point.
Sure.
If we can at least get to the castle walls, if we can jump off, not off the cliff, but over the side, I have ways of making sure that we come to no harm should we fall. So
Let's save that for the backup plan,
Yes.
in case things go bad.
A worst case scenario.
Yeah.
So, shoot, I'm trying to remember the doorways and whatnot in this room. Was there only the way we came in, or are there others?
Yes, there is only the way that you came in. I'm going to show you guys, because I think it will be easier to explain if you guys want that.
my god.
Graphics performance notification.
Oh no.
Is it dynamic lighting?
Dynamic lighting's
It's
on,
the
it's
lighting.
killing me.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Where were you at before?
My computer just revved up.
Fucking shut up. Music. Okay. Dynamic lighting off. Bada bing, bada boom. It's the dynamic lighting is gone. And then I fucking hate War, you guys.
You say Voldemort?
He who shall not be named.
Come to die.
Okay. You guys should be only able to see after right about now.
Ah.
One room.
One
Right.
room. One
And
room,
is
one
is
room.
that token down on the
No way in.
There it is.
No way out.
Oh,
This is your way out right there.
this map.
Look
must
at that
be huge.
pipe organ. Ooh wee.
Wow.
Bro, this map is confusing as fuck. I will not lie to you. Okay, I will also show you where you came in. My name's Strahd von Zarovich. Who ya?
Hey, I'm Strahd von Zarovich,
Table.
Strahd von Zarovich and used cars. Come on down. You get the biggest deal of the century. You got no credit. Come on down. We get you a car.
Okay. Right. Awesome.
That's a wonderful impression, Garpantis.
Thank you. I've been working on it the whole time.
I'm not amused. Yeah. So, that's the way that you came in, right there. So up and to the left is where you came in. And then there was also the set of stairs that led up right here. So, it's kind of fucking. Oh, whoa. Let's just use channel phones to fucking get everyone master PCs so they don't have to worry about dynamic lighting. So this is where you are right now.
Well, so I noticed the spire towers on the way in, so up is always a possibility. But then also, depending on where he's keeping this other woman, she could also be down low. If he really wanted to make it a challenge, he could put one low and one high. Hopefully that's the case.
have an idea.
Do not care about the other woman.
That's pretty harsh.
Well, I think if we have the opportunity to prevent someone's death, it would be preferable to leaving her to die. Plus, I believe maybe the more we impress him, the more likely we are to actually get out of here with our lives.
And he's gonna kind of whisper the next part.
If we just play along, maybe eventually we'll find somewhere where we can throw a cog in all of this. Not tonight, but in the future. He does say he wants to test us further and further.
It's true.
But I guess we might as well take that doorway.
While we look around, keep your eyes open for alternate ways in for the future.
Oh, that's a good point. Also, I think we should avoid that suit of armor if it's anything like that blasted house.
Well, we just walk by it. It's simple, right?
Tia, would you like to lead and look for traps?
Sure. Is the door closed, Equa?
The door is currently closed.
Oh boy. I'm just gonna roll perception for traps.
Sure.
As soon as I bring up my thing, I'm botting out. Where is it? There it is. 17.
None that you can tell.
All right. Well, she will slowly open the door.
The door opens.
All right. She'll take that step out.
Yeah, the little cat in the middle of the stone, heavy stone walls and paved floors. Your quest has begun.
Just a quick glance over at the armor suit.
You were trying to deduce if it's magical?
No. I'm just glancing over at it. Does it appear to have a quiver? I know that would be really weird for a suit of armor to have, but you know, figure I'd check.
From where you are, the suit of armor looks in pristine condition, oiled, shining, as it were. It does not say, so I will say it does not have a quiver. Traditionally, in Forgotten Realms, if you're heavily decked out in armor, quivers aren't really your thing.
I figure I'd check anyways. Just in case.
Not impossible.
So where did we decide? We're going first, up or down?
Up.
We're going up. All right. Well, we'll do suit armor on the way down.
There are 2 sets of staircases up. Very confusing. This is one right here. So this one goes up here and then down here, or it goes up here.
Okay.
Oh, the one past the 4 pillars?
Yes.
Okay.
So where do we want to go first? We can take the spiral staircase, or we can just go by those pillars over there.
Maybe we could start with the wider staircase. Feels like a little claustrophobic being in a smaller one like that. I'd hate to get trapped between 2 rival forces.
But don't you find princesses at the top of the tallest tower when the small stairs lead up a tower?
It is true. We can try. Maybe if Tia leads looking, Garfantis is right behind her, ready to grab her, and we follow up behind you.
Sure. So we're doing the spiral staircase then.
If you want to.
Good a place as any to start. Plus, if you hit her on this floor, I mean, that's just lazy.
I guess. Yeah. All
Well,
right.
maybe
So
he thinks we wouldn't think to go on this floor, so then he would put her there thinking it'd be too obvious, so we would avoid it.
He does know that I'm very smart.
You are.
I'm just gonna ask you guys outright. Are you going up or down?
Up the spiral.
Up the spiral.
going
That's
up.
what I was voting for too.
No,
So let's do it.
Okay, you are going up the spiral.
Yeah. So I
Took
am
you
going
guys
to-
a minute.
Oh, hey, the armor didn't attack us. I was going
Great.
to ask if I should
No,
mage
that's
hand
his
I
armor.
was-
It's not going to be enchanted. That's like his war armor. Out of character.
Do not four. Okay.
gonna come down. It's gonna be gone.
He was like some warlord in the past or whatever the hell.
yeah.
We heard about that at some
like,
point.
when he said the thing about the horse, I was almost like, oh, but shouldn't a knight like have a strong bond to his horse?
So where the what the fuck? Which staircase is it?
Naughty the fuck! It should be the lowermost one, the one that Oran's
Yeah.
on.
It is confusing to me because this castle is
A castle.
it's a castle.
Here, let me go find.
I
my
got it, I
Curse of
got
Strahd book.
Yeah, let me just go open Curse of Strahd quick. I'll tell you.
Okay, you guys are bada bing, bada boom, coming
So
up.
why when I step in the room?
I'm a hustler, baby.
Right, nope, that's the wrong one. Right there.
That you knew.
What?
You guys see it?
Tonight
You
it's
guys see where
just
you
me
are?
I'm on the staircase.
Okay, God, there is a door right there.
Oh my
The
god.
staircase continues upwards, or you can go in that door.
Do we just keep going up and go
Is she
down?
dead? Where is she?
Oh, you see me.
Oh,
Oh, there I am.
she's very.
I am
Oh, there you
smack
are,
in the
you
middle.
little baby.
So we keep going up these stairs, or are we going through this door here?
At the top of the tallest tower is the stories I heard, but you guys may know better about castles than me.
I say we go to the tip of the top and work our way down.
All right,
That's
then
an excellent.
And
plan.
nothing can get behind us.
we're gonna keep going up.
Okay,
We will
keep
have
going up.
the high ground.
And then it'll be over for them.
Okay.
Don't try it.
So you guys continue upwards.
Madame Eva did say we were the chosen ones in a way.
We're supposed to
bring
destroy
balance.
Strahd.
Not join him.
The choice is yours. Blah blah blah. Okay. So you go up the stairs, and what you see when you go up the stairs is
More stairs.
another room. The stairs end here, as far as I can tell.
Oh,
But there is a
That's not
doorway
what it looks like to me. Let me in.
connecting.
Here before.
Oh yeah, it does kind of look like it goes up.
Does it go up anymore? Oh, does it?
Like it looks like the
like
same
it.
as all the others. Like they've all had that wall there, which is weird.
Wait, down to map. Oh, son of a bitch! It does.
Yeah, he's
Ah,
trying
I
to
was
trick
right.
us. Ah.
It doesn't. It doesn't have markings on it this time. So like, yes, it continues upwards, but it does not tell me that it continues upwards. Fucking.
Maybe it was secret and we weren't supposed to.
Whatever you do, don't let
Yeah.
the players up here. This is actually where all the secret end game loot is.
Okay, so you are continuing up the stairs.
Yep,
Up.
going up.
Riding this thing to the top, baby.
Continue to
Cool,
look for
cool,
traps,
cool.
TR.
Right. I'm just gonna roll a perception check on the stairs as I'm going up.
Yep, do it.
Yeah.
Stall for time.
I don't have a turtle to slide.
16.
There's
16. Best you can tell. Best you can tell. No traps.
Fantastic.
I don't like how this one stair looks very clean and not rocky. I hope these steps don't turn into a slide later.
Could be
It's too smooth.
Okay. Okay. I see what this is. Okay. Nope. Reveal areas. You fucking shit biscuit. You. So you guys continue up the bloody stairs. I can't even fucking, you know what, whatever. And here you are, right there. Do you see yourselves? Nope, you don't, because you're not on the token layer. Fucking, oh my god, dude. Holy shit. There's no Alara, because he's not part of this party anymore. There he is.
God.
Hey.
Okay,
The second time.
alright.
Ah!
Oh my god, you guys.
Save us!
This is so hard to do.
Oh my god, enough cats all dreamed the same dream. Now you can hear
We're gonna get copyright strike.
No, you can play that.
No, you can't.
The
Pokemon.
Shout
Pokemon
out.
music? That everybody
Pokemon
streams
Company
it constantly.
sucks. I only
Shout out
say
to,
that because I always
uh,
used to always get hit for like any trailer they had or anything.
Well, that's because you're putting up trailers.
I wasn't putting up trailers. Just, you know.
You just
Shout out to
said
James
you got a
McAvoy.
trailer there.
I'll put in that for 10 minutes. Alright, there's Tia. That'll fucking do for you, mate.
It was fair use.
Yeah.
And then Dragon. Okay, so here's what you see as you come up the stairs before you enter the room, and there is a room here. K47.
47.
So there are 99 rooms. You come
Right.
to. I'm just going to read straight off the page.
47.
You come to a dark landing, 10 feet wide and 20 feet long. A cold draft of wind rushes down the spiral staircase at the north end of the east wall. And there is a staircase going on above you. Not above you, but next to you and above you. And whistles morphing through the room before streaming down the stairs to the south. An ornate square rug covers the floor to the south. Set into the west wall is an iron-bound wooden door with a wooden trapdoor set into the front of it. Hanging on the wall above the trapdoor, the north wall, is a framed portrait of a handsome, well-dressed man with a serene, yet penetrating gaze.
Sharp dressed man.
And that is Strahd, and I have a handout for you guys. I think.
Every girl's crazy.
Everyone loves Strahd, bro.
Or
There he is.
Man.
Portrait of Strahd. Look at him so dapper
In
and
his
suave.
armor.
Yeah.
Now, is that the same armor that we
I
saw
guess.
downstairs?
No, it is not.
I think that would protect me very well. We found that. Well, Tia, notice anything under, around, above, near the rug? I don't want to
Well,
step on it and fall or something.
I don't know why my character's on the rug.
You don't have to be on the rug. The fucking thing is really weird. Just whatever.
Just theater of the mind it. Just pretend you are wherever you want to be.
Loose graphics right here.
Loose graphics, okay.
Oh.
I'm going to roll another perception check for on the rug. Make sure it's not trapped.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your perception check.
20.
20.
What's the keybind to like ignore the tiles again?
You can
when
hold
placed?
Alt, I think, when you place, and that does it.
Okay,
So-
awesome, cool. I like just kept getting moved into the shadows and each.
Oh, it's perfect.
Thank you. Sorry.
Mhm.
This rug. This rug is what looks to you to be a normal rug, okay? With a natural 20,
It was just 20.
with a 20, I mean 20's DC that's set for this anyway. Placement of the rug, I want to say a little weird. The rug is a little far away from the portrait itself. So, like, normally if you're looking at a portrait, you want to stand somewhere comfortable and elegant. And it doesn't even sit in the center of the room, it just sits on this side of the room. It just nothing about it like screams much, but you're like, rug's in a weird place. Maybe we shouldn't. Something about it.
Hey, Lauren, this rug, don't you feel like it should probably be covering the trap door that's over there rather than just sitting here?
Oh, maybe someone moved it then, I guess.
But if you just move a rug, you just like fold it over. You don't just slide in a new spot and just looking all awkward.
Well, I could try to peel it up a little with my special hand. See if there's anything under, or roll it. Maybe I don't know how heavy it is.
Sure, let's just make sure we're not too close to it.
Yeah. I'm gonna stand right back here.
Same. I don't need to see this.
Yeah, so Lauren will try to use his mage hand to. First, he would peel it up, and if he doesn't see anything right away, he would try to roll it towards the north wall, like
Okay.
roll it up.
So you conjure the mage hand and you begin sending it through the air towards the rug. And as it does so, it kind of listly goes over and begins to pull on one of the tassels on one of the corners and lift it up. And as it does so, a mage hand is not a strong enchantment. It cannot lift things more than, 5-10 pounds?
Inbound, yeah.
So it begins to lift the corner of it, and as it does so, you watch as the rug, motionless, just wraps itself around the mage hand and begins kind of squirming and wriggling there before it just crushes. You feel your enchantment disappear, and the rug unfurls again.
Oh, that's pretty cool, don't you think?
Well, is anyone? Are we okay if I set this thing on fire?
Do you think if perhaps if we just stepped around it, it would not
I think,
attack?
well, us three could step around it, but I don't know about Gar back there. He might accidentally step on it. Not call you big or anything, Gar, just... No, I am calling you big.
I
I'm sorry.
understand what you're saying, cat.
So, what if I do that and everyone's at the ready to beat it if necessary?
Did it seem mimicky or
We shall talk amongst ourselves.
I believe it's just an enchanted rug. Rug of smothering. You've talked about them before.
Oh yes, yeah.
Do you think you could step around it, Gar? Just leave me here, I'll wait for you.
But Gar, you're the frontline fighter.
Don't talk back to me, cat.
Oh my god.
So what you guys doing?
Is
We
there enough
are
room for
breaking through the-
Garfantis to move? around it?
You guys can move like over it to get into the room. I would require a check to see if you can get by without triggering the rug.
Well,
Just step over and say, I've seen doormats more. No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to trigger it. That's a bad joke. It's a dad joke.
I think it might just be better, but we could just use a torch, right? So the mage hand can it can't lift anything more than 10 pounds. We could just use a torch.
Well,
With the
who
mage
needs a
hand.
torch when you have these.
and he's gonna cast Firebolt on
I'm
the
totally
rug.
getting ready to attack with Primal Savagery if it comes toward me.
Okay, so Alarin, roll your attack.
Okay. Oh man, this damn rug better not freaking Aladdin out of here. So that is a 23,
That hits.
and then that's a D10 for 5 fire damage.
5 fire damage, yeah. As the flame impacts the fabric, you watch as the rug kind of rides in pain for a while, and it leaves black scorch marks across the surface of it. We're going to roll for initiative.
Well,
Do I still like get my hold action for if it comes at me?
Yes.
Well, the fact that this thing is moving more, I feel better about not just trying to step over it.
oof. That is an 8 for my initiative.
Okay. Thankfully, this should be over in fair time. Let's do 25 to 20.
Damn it.
No one. Interesting. 20 to 15. 15 to 10.
11. I got a +2. What do you got?
I got a +2.
All right, I have a 14. What's yours?
I have a 15.
Okay, so you go first.
Alarin first. Tia got 8. Gar, what'd you get?
Ooh.
So Tia and then Gar.
Hey.
So top of the round. Who's within 5 feet of the rug?
I think Lauren, me, and
Any of
Tia.
us.
Hold on, I don't know. Are these all? Are they just big squares? Yeah. So the thing is, I think we're supposed to be taking up an entire square up here, unless the sizing's just wrong on the map.
Sizing's wrong. You take up a quarter of the square.
Okay.
Oh,
In that
all
case,
right.
I don't think any of us are.
This
Okay.
square's 10 foot, it looks like, yeah.
Who's within 15 feet of the rug?
I think
Yeah.
most of
Should
us
be all
are,
of us,
right?
right?
All right, let's
I'm
roll a
around a
d4.
corner.
Let's roll a d3. Grizz, Meyore, and then Genji. 1, 2, 3. It's always fucking Alarin, isn't it?
I will
Okay, Alarin.
This is why I need a lesson.
It's gonna go ahead and attack you.
All right. As
Oh,
it
shit.
moves close to Alarin, I swing at it with my claws.
Sure. Go ahead and roll your attack.
What is that? 13.
13 just hits.
It takes 3 acid damage. I think it's acid.
3 acid damage. Yeah, as you swipe
Let me
inwards,
see.
tearing some of the fabric from beyond. Doesn't matter. It's not resistant to anything.
It is acid, anyways. Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna attack Alarin. 14 to hit.
Damn it. I did not cast Mage Armor yet, so yes.
Okay, you are grappled,
Son of a bitch.
and while you are grappled, you are restrained, blinded, and at risk of suffocating.
Oh god.
That is its turn. Following that, Alarin,
Alright.
start of your turn, you
Oh.
take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yikes. Yikes. Glad the bard healed me.
And the turn is yours. You are restrained and blind
Yay.
and grappled.
I guess I have to use my action to try to break free, right? Considering I don't think I can use my hands or anything to.
Yeah. You can roll. I guess it's athletics or acrobatics to weasel your way out of it.
All right, let's do acrobatics. And then is this a disadvantage or anything, or?
Nope, straight roll.
Okay. Oh, my life. That's a 5.
It rolled a natural 1 plus 3 for 4. So you weasel your way out of it. That is your action.
Awesome. Oh, so this thing, since it came to wrap up on me, is it like right next to me, I would assume then?
Yeah, you kind of managed to weasel your way out of it and kind of come outwards and stand next to it, and it's now unfurling, getting ready to attack another person.
Okay. So like if I moved away, I'd probably get opportunity attacked. Shoot. Okay. He'll just say, Garfantis, please help. And that's all he'll do.
Okay, Dragon, you're up to, you're on deck. I'll be up.
I feel like I can't do my turn.
So the 20s should go there. And then next would be the 100s. And before the 20s is the 12s. Trying to organize my little dice circle, because I always pick up the D12s instead of the D10s.
Okay, Draugden, what you doing?
I am going to. I can't do too much. I don't want to waste any spells yet, so I'm just gonna Primal Savagery again.
Roll your attack.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
6 plus 1, so 7 acid damage.
7 acid damage. Yeah, this thing is starting to take hits. Starting to look a smidge rough right now. Anything else from you?
I think I only get that feature back on a short rest, so I'm going to save it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so that's Dragon going to stand where you are. Tia, it's now your go. You are technically now, it will be over here. You're now within 5 feet of it.
Oakley dokley. I am going to attack it with my short sword.
So this is a straight roll, but you will get sneak attack.
Yep. 15.
15 hits.
11 sneak, 9 piercing. Ooh, it's 20.
Ooh, 11 sneak, 9 piercing. Hell yeah, dude. How do you want to do this?
Ooh.
She draws her sword, kind of does a little flip around with it, like a little twirl, and then just one diagonal slice right where the burn marks are. Just rips it in half.
Yeah, Alaren's firebolt has previously scorched the face of the rug, and you kind of pinpoint an area in which the acid has also seared away part of the heavy fabric underneath, and you just manage to slide the rapier in there and just cut downwards. Falling into tatters before you is the once rug of smothering.
Well, I'll be lying if I said I did not see that coming.
Well, I didn't think it quite had the reach that it would have.
And as he says that, he's then going to cast Mage Armor on himself.
Sure.
Looking at where that rug came up, was anything underneath it that's obvious? Like, was there another hatch or something?
Looking at the rug, or underneath where the rug was, there is nothing but bare stone floor. But the other thing that you do get the sense of in this area... Nope, you don't. Never mind. Nothing under the rug.
No, nothing strange here.
Well, you want to continue leading, Tia?
Sure.
Use those
She's going
cat
to
eyes.
step in the room right there.
Okay, so as you guys continue onwards, I think we're gonna end the episode there.
Oh.
You guys are in the heart of it, and this is gonna take a little bit to get you through. By the way, this is recommended level 9. You guys are level 3, so
Oh, great.
We're gonna
Death House
win!
2.0.
Right.
so good luck with that. We will be back here next week to continue the story, and I
that'll be
hope
the end of
to
it.
see you there. All right, bye everyone.
Bye.